Market update on the 25th. So huge move down on QQQ and SPY today. Not really expected, but I mean it can happen. I've been talking about 332 on QQQ for a while now. We're down after hours and futures are selling off as well. I'm starting on DXY because I wanted to show how long I think the selling could last. And it's pretty simple, and this will be pretty helpful. So let's just go to the hourly. So we got this move down, which is very corrective itself. But then this move right here is corrective as well. So we know that we're in a C wave here. And we know this was an A wave. So we know that we're already getting close to the end of this correction because this has to end as a C wave for the overall B wave. And we have targets based on this being an expanded flat. This came past the start of wave A. They've got to be the 100% retracement, the 1.23, or the 1.61. So I don't expect the dollar to go anywhere past 107.67, which is only $1 more than what it's at right now. And here's the part that really tells me how long this will take. The bottom here was on October 12th. The bottom here is on October 24th. So this whole thing took 12 days. Typically, the C wave will be about half of AB. So we're looking at October 30th to be the top in the dollar, knowing that this is going to be the B wave. So that means we have tomorrow, Friday, and then potentially Monday, maybe Tuesday, for this dollar to be going higher. And then when this tops out, that's going to definitely be the B wave. Top of this was October 3rd. Top here should be October 31st or November 1st. So we're looking about 15 days down for the C wave. That could potentially go to, it depends where this ends at, but it could go all the way down here to 104.50. So basically you're looking at something like this. Let's just say we come up here and double top and then make a low here, or maybe come down here. This will probably happen November 15th, like that. So that's basically what you're looking at over the next 20 days, like that. And you can actually see it on pretty much all of these. So AB here started on February 2nd, ended on July 17th. The top here is October 4th. So this is about 5.5 months. What is this? About 2.5 months to get to the very top. And we hit the 1.23 fib. Like perfectly. Like we nailed it. So I know for a fact that this was the end of a corrective move. We're currently in a corrective move. All I know is that by mid-November, we're going to be lower on the dollar. And probably around 104.50 to 105. And then we can go higher after that. But I would honestly think if we go higher after that, it has to be a WXY move. That's the only way it would work. We're probably going to get something chopping around here for a while. I don't think this is an impulse down, so I don't think we can start making our move down to new lows yet. I think we're probably going to end up doing something like this, and then shoot up to up here to like 110 or so. So we're going to end up doing overall something like that. And I could probably figure out, if I really looked into it, like the timing of this, but for now, I'm just looking at when the top is on this move. It's going to be in the next 2 or 3 trading days, and then we should see some relief for about 15 days. So that's a good way to start off the video. So then we can look at QQQ. So the question is 2 to 3 days enough time for this to get all the way down here to 332? We're at 350. That would be about a 6% sell-off in the next 2 or 3 days. maybe like 5% sell-off. It's possible, but is it likely? I'm not sure if it's likely, but again, looking at the dollar, if we make a corrective move here, I don't expect the dollar to go to 110 anytime soon. So if we come down here to 104, 150, and we make a B wave higher, is that going to be enough to get it down to 335 if we bounce here? I don't think so. So I think there is actually a pretty decent chance that we just come down here to 335 now. That's one of the possibilities. I still think this is WX, and then this is A, B. We're working on C. The 1.61 fib of both of them is right around the same level. So I think that it's very likely we just come down here to 335 over the next couple of days. Maybe into early next week, we just sell off hard. So that would be about like roughly 4 or 5% lower from here. So I would be ready for your portfolio to potentially take a hit if you're long. So I'd be delta hedging. The second possibility is that we make a 333. We could do that as well. That would look like, this isn't exactly how it would look, but it'd be something like this. That's the next possibility. I think I'm leaning towards the downside though right away, but that is a possibility. And then the other possibility is we just come down here to 344 and that's it. So those are three possibilities. I think that this makes the most sense coming straight down here at 335 though. So SPY now. I have this drawn up if we do the move where we come back up here to 366, SPY would probably come up here to like 432 or so, and then sell off to 400. So basically 332, 335 is equivalent to SPY going to 400. As far as this goes, we have the 1.61 fib here at 415. So we're going to see how it reacts tomorrow to the 1.61 fib. If it blows through that, then that is not going to be good. So on SPY, I would actually, it kind of makes me lean towards a scenario where we get this. Just because SPY is about to hit the 1.61 fib, and it could be a third wave, could be an ABC move. But either way, the 1.61 fib is about to be hit. So I'm kind of leaning towards, I'm kind of going back and forth between the two scenarios. And then we have some mixed bags as well on the tech stocks. So on Tesla, I'm leaning towards this being a fourth wave. But after hours, it was down to 207. So if they pull some sneaky stuff like, and they just sell off like this, and we go down to 185 in the next couple of days, that's the scenario where QQQ goes down here to 335. So that would have to happen. This would have to happen if it sold off like that. But again, you look at the daily, we still have not made a fourth wave. We have not gotten a green candle. For a few different reasons, I feel like this is a B wave, but you can't argue if it does sell off all the way down here, then we're probably going down here to 185, 190 here pretty shortly. If not, and we stop at 344 to 347, I think Tesla could come out here to 208, 209, and then bounce back up here to 225 to 230 before selling off. So we'll see which one happens. But I guess I'm going to say I'm leaning towards the straight down one. All right, let's go to Microsoft. So Microsoft video yesterday, I showed that we hit the supply zone. It still looks like it has another leg up. So it was up 3% today, going against the grain on every other stock. But as you can see here, we made a third wave right here. This should be a fourth wave right here. So I would actually expect more higher prices on Microsoft. So again, a mixed bag. This is showing that we're probably going to bounce soon. But maybe it comes down lower tomorrow. And it could invalidate the move too. Maybe we come down here and fill the gap at 331. So I'm leaning towards the upside on Microsoft, but maybe it'll get invalidated. Apple. So if we get the move where we go straight down to 135 or 335, then Apple is probably going to come all the way down here to 157. That would be about a, I don't know, like a 7, 8, 9% move. And then I would just be looking at this whole move as like that. The other possibility is what I've been talking about for a while, where this is basically and then that would just mean another expanded flat. We get something like that. So Apple is a tricky one, but this was impulsive right here. This move right here was impulsive from what I see. I think that was an impulsive move. So, yeah, that would just mean this is probably the C wave. And if that's the case, then I'd be using looking for 166. That would go along with QQQ only hitting 344 to 347. So again, mixed bag. We'll see what happens. NVDA, and then you got NVIDIA. NVIDIA is kind of different. I think NVIDIA could come down here to 395 or 385 right away. I think this count is actually third wave ended right here, fourth wave right here, and this looks impulsive to me. So this would have to be an extended move, and it would probably be an extended fifth wave down here to 395. So NVIDIA is looking like potential sell-off at 395 right away. So again, mixed bag. Amazon. So Amazon was down a ton today. They have earnings tomorrow. That's another thing. And I've been talking about this 115 gap for a while. We came down all the way to 120.79. And this is definitely a 5-wave move now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are currently, this might be the best chart to figure out what's going to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have 1, 2. We're making a fourth wave. It looks like 115 is probably coming, or at least hitting this box at 117. So that is probably not going to be enough. I guess that's like, what is that, like 3 or 4%, and we're at 350. So yeah, this matches up with the move to 334. But anyway, I expect this to probably make a fourth wave and then a fifth wave lower. And it's setting up perfectly for earnings. Perfectly. And this will complete the whole move too. So that just shows you we have a few more days and it's over with. So that's Amazon. Look for a 115 gap fill. Maybe going into earnings. They might just sell this off 3 or 4% going into earnings, and then huge bounce after that. We zoom out here on the 4 hour. This is still just a fourth wave, because this was not a 5-wave move. Or was it? Let me make sure. Yeah, that's not a 5-wave move. Let me double check though. Yeah, it looks like a 5-wave move right here, or a B wave, I mean. And then we get a big sell-off. But just in case, I'll be watching if this breaks below this zone, and somehow this ends up being a 5-wave move, 5th wave right here. We completed it right here, which I don't think we did because we still have a gap here at 163. But I'll be watching just to make sure. I think this is a 4th wave. So 4th wave here. And let's zoom out. I think they're all making 4th waves right now. So potentially 115 all the way to 163. So we'll see how that goes. And Meta. So Meta, I already have it drawn out here. I think it's probably in a nested move. But this doesn't really go along with like Amazon and a few other stocks. Like Apple looks like it could bottom soon. So this will be interesting tomorrow. We're at 288 after hours or so. This could be going all the way down here to 265 though. It could just be different, be getting done at different times. We have a nested move, so we have 1, 2. This is probably going to end up being something like this. So Meta might be the biggest loser here, and it makes sense though when you look at this weekly chart. I mean, it had so many green weeks in a row that even like 265 is crazy that we haven't retraced more than that. So I'm looking for 4th wave, and I think there's still going to be a 5th wave up here to 360. So that is Meta, and I think that's pretty much it for tonight. You get an idea of what I'm thinking. We're probably going to end up selling off to 335 over the next couple of days. So you might want to hedge, but then again, I think this is a corrective move. So that means we're going to get more upside after that, and we're going to start bouncing at the latest October 30th, November 1st. So look for like 3 more trading days of downside according to the dollar. Maybe we stop earlier than that, but the dollar should be going up for the next couple of days. So that's pretty much it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. We're probably looking at Tesla going down to 185, 190, Meta to 265. You're looking at Amazon to 115, Apple to 165, NVDA 395, and you're looking at, what else am I missing? Oh, Google. I didn't go over Google. Let's go over that real quick. So Google is pretty much finished too, and it's making a 4th wave, expanded flat. It needs to hit 124 gap fill. That was my original target. Let's zoom out here, and you have pretty clear 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to get a 5th wave higher after that. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think we're going to sell off at 335? Tomorrow, I'm just going to be waking up in the morning and then writing out what I want to do at the open as far as hedging goes, because I wasn't exactly 100% prepared for this move. I actually closed out a lot of my bear positions. So I'm probably going to have to re-hedge in the morning. But we'll see what happens. It should be only a couple more days, so don't freak out too much. And then we should get a nice rally into mid-November. Anyway, that's it. If you like the content, subscribe, like the video. I'll talk to you in the next one.